All right, y'all. What's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. Hit the like as y'all join in. And let's talk about this situation with Chris Paul, man. Because the Los Angeles Clippers are in shambles this season. I did say I didn't think they was going to make the playoffs anyway. But now you got a situation where it is going from bad to worse. As I don't know if they trying to scapegoat Chris Paul for the problems. And I know Chris Paul has been horrendous this season. He looks like he's not even an NBA player on that court, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. But the Clippers have come out and cut Chris Paul, man, like a thief in the night, in the middle of the night. They have cut him. I just seen this little highlight video yesterday that, they posted online trying to make it seem like Chris Paul getting everybody open. Like, man, this shit was sad, honestly. But but here's the thing though, is that the Clippers have fired him. This is the second time that he's been cut from an NBA team in his career. You said someone go and sign him, come back to Houston. Honestly, I don't think that any contender should touch this man, especially if you're thinking about playing him minutes. We just gotta be honest, man. You said Chris Paul back to the Hornets. Let's just keep it 100, bro. Like, it get to a point where, like, and I'm going to put respect on Chris Paul's name because this is his career. We're going to dive into it. We're going to talk about how we're going to talk about his impact on the game. But it does get to a point where it's like, why do y'all keep on telling him and saying that he needs to go onto a team, bro? It's like y'all can't recognize when the player is washed up, or y'all just want to change the rules for players y'all like. I remember just a few months ago, everybody was saying that Russell Westbrook didn't even deserve to be on nobody's team. Now y'all talking about, oh, send him here, send him there. Somebody will pick him up. I just want him to get a ring. But he's literally like, he's so bad now that it don't even make sense. You said to teach the youngins that, no, stop with this teaching the young players shit. Stop that, bro. He's already been an old head for the past about 6 years, bro. How long do you need somebody to stay in the league to teach the youngins? They already took him off of the Spurs when he was teaching the youngins over there. Took him off of that team and brought him to the Unction. You got cut from the Unction. Man, come on, bro. I'm not trying to sit here and cook this, man, but y'all making me mad, bro. So we got new information that came out. It says that basically, what happened was apparently Chris Paul was reportedly like vocal in holding management, holding the coaches, and holding the players accountable. And the Clippers viewed this as disruptive, and Ty Lue was not on speaking terms with Chris Paul for 3 weeks. He wasn't talking to Chris Paul for 3 weeks. So then what happened was that it says that CP3, he requested a meeting with Ty Lue, and Tyronn Lue refused. Damn. So Tyronn Lue refused this shit. He said, no, I ain't talking to that Nick. And then the Clippers president of basketball operations, Lawrence Frank, flew to Atlanta to tell Chris Paul that he was off the team. God damn. And then you see that Chris Paul goes on to Instagram. And this is why Chris Paul need to just let it go, man. Everything don't need to be said on Instagram, bro. Just found out that I'm being sent home, I just found out I'm being sent home. Yeah, that's my Chris Paul impression. But I'm just like, it's just one of them things like, damn, you posting this on Instagram like it's breaking news. Like, you just came from 7-Eleven. Yeah, this came from 7-Eleven, got a Slurpee. Like, bro, you don't got no... That's why Chris Paul has no aura, bro. I'd rather you just never posted that and then we find out and then you hit us with the... Yeah, they let me go. It is what it is, Like, oh, okay, I ain't know they cut you because you ain't been posting. You see what I'm saying? You put some move like that. But, you posting on Instagram, I don't know if he's trying to make it seem like, okay, he don't care. But it is sad, though, because like I said, if y'all remember, right, this is why it's so sad, right? Because we low key gotta give Chris Paul credit. I be cooking him a lot. We gotta give him his credit though, bro. It's sad because you said Chris Paul wanted to talk to him on allegations of begging, being a negative presence on the team. He is a negative presence. It is what it is though. But look, Chris Paul, it's sad because before the season started, bro, y'all remember before the season even started, he already told everybody that it was gonna be his last season. So he low key thought that he was gonna get the farewell tour, right? The farewell tour vibes. So he did that, right? Then during the season, I don't know if you remember, like last week or 2 weeks ago, it's like damn near everybody must have forgot that he must have thought that everybody forgot he was about to retire. So then he came back out like, yeah, y'all, just to remind y'all, this gonna be my last season. I'm just like, damn, you already told everybody. So it's like, not only do you not get the farewell tour when the season starts, everybody forget, then you gotta remind everybody that you basically you remind us that it's gonna be your last season, and then you can't even finish the joint. You see what I'm saying? Then you can't even finish the season. It was Shanda. What are you talking about in the comments, bro? Somebody said who should pick him up. I don't think nobody should pick him up. I don't think nobody should pick him up, man. Just let it go. Stop. You know what I mean? He low-key should have retired when he was on the Spurs, bro. Like, but I felt with Chris Paul. I respect his career. Like I said, came in 2005. You know, did what he did. 20 years. You know what I mean? Did what he did. You know, I don't low-key consider him a top 5 point guard of all time. I don't consider him a top 10 point guard. You feel me? I don't. You know, and it's just one of them things to where it's like, you know, you just ride off to the sunset. Somebody said someone should pick him up. He should go back to New Orleans. But I want y'all to answer the question though for me, all right? Y'all answer this question for me though, gang? Just as a real man. If you're a real nigga, right? Would you answer this question for me then, bro? Jeremiah and Newton Nathaniel. Like, are y'all real people? Y'all not NPCs, right? So I can ask you, just as a man, I can ask you a question, right? All right, cool. Y'all saying somebody should pick him up, right? Seeing how bad that he is. So can I ask y'all, how come, why a couple months ago, why was everybody saying that nobody should pick up Russell Westbrook ever again? Why was y'all saying nobody should pick up Russ and Russ is trash? He shouldn't get signed because he's washed up. Right? Why was everybody saying that? But then when it come down to Chris Paul, now we gotta get him onto a team. So it's like it's all good, man. Somebody said the difference is he isn't poison. Chris Paul is poison, rat poison. If you gonna say Russ is poison, what is Chris Paul? And like I said, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get a man his credit, but if y'all gonna cook my man's Russ, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Y'all was trying to force him out the league. Now y'all saying we gotta pick Chris Paul up again. It's like we picking and choosing. We can't do that, bro. So my thing is, like I said though, Chris Paul came into the league 2005, 20-year career, did what he did. Very, very efficient point guard as far as like, you know, making right decisions and stuff. I just don't got him top 5, top 10. But he definitely, you know, when you make it to the NBA, bro, you play in the league for 20 years, bro. That's something that's like low key, just like you just gotta respect that, man, bro. That's the hardest league in the world. You play in that league for 20 years, 6 feet, like 5'11", 6 feet, hooping. You know, I put respect on his name. See what I'm saying? I put respect on Chris Paul's name, bro. Like, it's so hard to get to that league. Then for you to still, you came in the 2000s, in the middle of the trenches in the 2000s, and you still hooping right now. Yeah, you got cut last night, but you basically was in the league for over 20 years. See what I'm saying? So, bro, like at that height, man, like that's some tough shit, man. Ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, you know, I'm not one to push people out of the league. That's why I say he may be forced to retirement. Somebody might pick him up for real And maybe low-key the Clippers cut him because it's like he just can't help them. Like, low-key the Clippers is trash just regardless. Like, they got too many old heads on the team. So maybe they cut him and they like, okay, we send you somewhere else. It's going to look different. But I don't know, bro. Like, it's to a point to where it's like, if I'm Chris Paul, like, if somebody else does pick me up, I'm going to be like, yo, y'all better not cut me like how the Suns and the Clippers did, or I'm going to sue you. You need to keep trying to embarrass this man, Chris Paul. What 10 point guards are in front of Chris Paul? Oh, like all-time wise? Oh, I mean, shit, you got Steph, Magic, IT from the Pistons. You got them three right there. You got Kyrie and Russ that I would put in my top 5 right there. Then that's 5, right? That's 5 easy. I didn't have to think about that. Then you go, old school vibes. You go Bob Cousy. Because what you going to do with Cousy? Cousy got 6 rings, MVP, and he was skilled too for his, for his era. Boom. So now it's like boom, right? That's 6. You got SGA. You can't deny that one. That's 7. Then you just easily cook you with the Jason Kidd, Tony Parker. Oscar. Now, like that's an easy 10 point guards better than Chris Paul, bro. Easily. And I'm not even thinking about getting close to even considering Chris Paul. Now, the people in the comments, I see everybody saying Kyrie and Russ, getting mad about that, but it's like, you see how y'all finna already start sprinkling the disrespect onto their careers. But let me say something about Chris Paul. Now I'm hating. Y'all about to get the disrespect in these dudes that I just named just for what? They got rings. Well, except for Russell Westbrook, obviously. But Chris Paul and Tony Parker was on winning teams and stuff like that, man. Somebody said Kyrie just a weapon. What is Chris Paul? If Kyrie is just a weapon and he got a ring, what is Chris Paul then? He must not even be a weapon then. Because Chris Paul done played with some dudes that he could have won on their teams. He could have won on them teams. He could have won with James Harden, who was the MVP of the league or the whole season. He could have won with him. He could have won with Steph Curry. Right? You say he got hurt. Nope, he didn't get hurt both seasons. See, all these excuses, man. That's why I get to cooking this man, this bum. That's why this nigga got cut now. All these excuses. No, he didn't get hurt in Houston the second time around. He played in Houston 2 years. What about the second year? He got hurt the first year, but what about the second year? But all these excuses, man. I'm ready to cook this bum. It's y'all fault. It's like, nah, man, we putting respect on Chris Paul's name, man. Because like I said, the NBA ain't gonna do it, bro. They shameful, bro. Y'all had this man in y'all lead for 20 years, bro. He was the president of y'all basketball operation, or the the player organization, bro. Y'all just gonna shove this man out the league and just let him y'all lock the door and see him knocking on the window and ain't gonna open the door type vibes. Niggas hit him with how McDonald's, when they shut the door, they lock the dining room, and you can only come to the drive-thru and shit. Niggas got this man knocking on the door to get back in the NBA. Somebody said OKC gonna make a roster spot for Chris Paul to be a player coach. Man, listen. See, this is why I fuck with Melo. This is why I fuck with Kobe. This is why I fuck with these dudes. And I'm speaking from the heart when I say this shit. This is why I fuck with Allen Iverson. Because listen what I'm about to say. When it was done, it was done. When they pushing Melo out the league, Melo said, man, fuck this shit. You ain't finna just ragdoll me and yo-yo me around and shit. And just, put me on no humiliation ritual. Allen Iverson, as soon as it felt like he wasn't going to be the same dude, man, I'm done, y'all. I'm out. Y'all get to toss me around team to team and shit. No, I don't want him, yo. I don't want that nigga. You calling teams. You calling teams. They like, oh shit, let me call the GM and see what he say. You here in front of the other room. I don't want that nigga. You calling all these teams, nobody wants you and shit. Nah, I'm done, man. They laughing on the phone when you call. Then it's like a dude like Kobe when he felt like he couldn't do it no more. I'm done. He let everybody know what it was gonna be. I'm done. It's my last season. You know, so legends in the game. Chris Paul, you don't need to be disrespected like this, bro. Ty Lue don't respect Chris Paul. He think Harden and Kawhi Leonard. He think both of them is better than Chris Paul, which I probably will agree with that. But at the end of the day, don't sign me over here making it seem like it's gonna be this, and then you scared to talk to me. You scared to, you know what I mean, have a meeting with me as a grown man. If it was LeBron James that wanted to have a meeting, Tyronn Lue would have been rushing to the goddamn meeting. Couldn't let him finish the last year of his career. You say he's not LeBron. Yeah, but he's one of your players, though, bro. You shouldn't have no favoritism to certain players. I appreciate that gift, y'all, in the comments. Democracy, appreciate that, man. You shouldn't have no type of bias or favoritism towards certain players. You know what I'm saying? You said I'm always crying about LeBron. Yeah, but that was just an example because Tyronn Lue coached LeBron. You say he need to go to the Raptors. He don't need to go nowhere. I was just talking about how Tyronn Lue coached LeBron James. But nah, y'all, like, it's just one of the things. It's just one of them things. Somebody said LeBron not the only player in the NBA. Oh, my goodness, bro. It's sad how I went the whole stream without saying LeBron's name. The first time you say it, niggas get mad. Shut your pansy ass up, weak ass nigga. Fuck you gonna do about it, nigga? Yeah, I said his name. What you gonna do about it, nigga? God damn it. Can't even use the example. You said CP3 to the Wizards. Nah, now you're gonna take Bub. Now you're gonna take Bub Carrington minutes. Just stop, bro. Just stop going to these teams and taking people minutes, bro. Now you're gonna take Bub Carrington minutes when he's trying to get minutes already. Come on, bro. Now they restricted the live. See, it's cool, yo. We're gonna do another topic, man. I just wanna let y'all know you know what's going on, man, with Chris Paul and the Clippers, bro. They already getting the hating on me, bro. But yeah, yo, it's just like damn, like this is like damn, the Clippers is just terrible, bro. And honestly, I think they low key trying to scapegoat Chris Paul too. Oh, they sent him an email, but they said the dude had flew over to Atlanta to tell him. What was I about to say, y'all? Yeah, bro. I don't know if they trying to scapegoat him and not trying to hold Kawhi accountable because Kawhi Leonard ain't been playing no games. Their record would probably be better if Kawhi been playing more games. Harden can't carry the whole load by himself. Then Bradley Beal can't play right now. They low-key trying to scapegoat this man, Chris Paul, bro. Chris Paul been trying to have meetings, trying to talk to Ty Lue face-to-face. Damn. I don't think I respect Tyronn Lue no more, man. Because remember, he lied about the Paul George and Kevin Love and Kyrie trade back in the day. And then now he can't even respect Chris Paul, man. Nah, I don't think I respect him, dog. This nigga made a fake page. All right, try him out, man. Did you believe in his impact? He don't have no impact. Chris Paul has no impact on the team, on any team. But I respect Chris Paul, though, man. 20-year career, man.